Hey, this is MJ, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to crochet our timeless star stitch blanket. This blanket features the beautiful star stitch, which creates a rich textured fabric that's extra cozy with just the right amount of softness and drape. It's a really fun stitch to work once you get the hang of it, and it gives your project that standout, eye-catching finish. The pattern includes baby, small throw, and large throw sizes, so you can make it for anything from a gift to a full-size blanket for your home. In today's tutorial, I'll be walking you through a small swatch so you can learn exactly how the stitch works before jumping into your full project. The yarn that we're using for this pattern is my brand new yarn line, Timeless Tones Anti-Pilling DK Weight yarn in collaboration with Mary Maxim. It is a DK weight, which is a light number 3 yarn, and it is 100% premium acrylic. I want to give you a little bit more description about this yarn before we start. Timeless Tones has a soft, lofty construction with a slightly relaxed twist, which gives the yarn its beautiful softness and bounce. The airy structure helps create full, plump stitches and makes it especially nice for garments and baby items. Because this yarn is so soft and lofty, I find that an inline style hook works especially well with it. Inline hooks tend to grab the whole strand more cleanly, which helps prevent the hook from catching between the plies. The metal streamline hooks from Furls have that nice inline shape that you can see here, so I find this hook works really well and it allows me to crochet much faster with the yarn. But Dots has a similar style, not maybe quite as sharp, but it works really well with this yarn. For this tutorial, we'll be working with the color Eucalyptus. You'll need 2 hook sizes for this pattern, a 5.5 millimeter for the star stitch, and the border will be working with a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. And these are metal streamline hooks from Furls Crochet. So the star stitch pattern is worked in a multiple of 2 plus 3. For the baby blanket size, you're going to chain out 147, but for our swatch, I'm going to chain out a total of 25. So put a slip knot on your hook, and we'll chain out 25. So once you have your 25 chains, we're going to work our stars across. So we're going to begin with our beginning star. So in the second chain from the hook, 1, 2, we'll go through the chain, pulling up a loop, go through the next chain, pull up a loop, 3 loops on our hook, the next chain, 4 loops, the next chain, 5 loops, and the next chain, so that we have a total of 6 loops on our hook. We'll now yarn over, pull through all loops, and chain 1. So that's how we complete the first star, the beginning star. And now to do our regular star stitch pattern, we're going to go through the eye of our star, pulling up a loop. Then if you look here, here's all of the loops of the star. We're going through that last loop, which is the side here of our star. We're going to pull up a loop. Then you can see this is the base of the star. You can sort of see that this chain is pulled. We're going through this space as well. So we now have 4 loops and then the next 2 chains. So pull up a loop, pull up a loop. So you want to make sure that you have 6 loops on your hook. We'll then yarn over and pull through and chain 1. So let's work through another together. So you can see right here is the eye of the star. Go through, pull up a loop, go through the side of that star, pulling up a loop, the base stitch of the star, pull up a loop, and now the next 2 chains. We now have 6 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through, and chain 1. So I'm going to complete this across to the last chain. We should be ending with only 1 chain at the end. So now once you get to the end, we're going to do our end star. So similar, we're going to go through the eye, pull up a loop, go through the side of the star, pull up a loop, the base chain of the star, pull up a loop, and now we just have 1 stitch to pull up 1 more loop. So our ending star, we only have 5 loops on our hook. We'll then yarn over, pull through, chain 1 to secure the star, but then we'll chain 1 in turn to start the next row. So this will now be our half double crochet row. So we're going to begin with a half double crochet in the eye of our first star. So yarn over, go through the eye, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on our hook. If you pull your work apart, you can see these eyes very clearly. They're just these little circles, and we're going to add 2 in every eye across. Okay, so 2 half double crochet in each eye, and I'll meet you up at the end. Okay, so I've added 2 half double crochet in the final eye, but you can see this final star right here. If we look at the top of our star, it looks like a stitch right here, and we're going to just add a half double crochet in the top of that star. So for our little swatch, we had 11 stars, and we're going to have double that in stitches. So we have 22 stitches and 11 stars for our 25 chain swatch. Now, if you're working on the baby blanket, you should have 72 stars and 144 stitches on this row. Now we'll chain 3 and turn. Okay, so we're going to be starting off with our beginning star. It's just going to look a little different because we're not working across the entire chain, but we're still working across the stitches in the same manner. So in the second chain from the hook, we're going to pull up a loop in the next chain, 3 loops on our hook. In the next stitch, we now have 4 loops on our hook, and in the next 2 stitches, so that we have a total of 6 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through, and chain 1. Then we'll go right back into the star stitch pattern, which is going through the eye, through the side of the star, through the base, and then the next 2 stitches. 6 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through, and chain 1. And we're going to continue this across. And we'll be ending with only 1 stitch, and then we'll do our end star. Okay, so I'm coming to my ending star. And then we're going through 1 stitch only so that we have 5 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through, chain 1 to finish the star, and then chain 1 and turn for the half double crochet row, which is now just a repeat of row 2. So you're going to continue. You can make a swatch if you want to check your gauge. Gauge isn't as critical for this pattern because it's a blanket, not a sized item. But if you want to be on track with your yarn amounts that we've included in the pattern, it is a good idea to check your gauge just by making up one of these little swatches. So we can continue working some rows to get a little square, and then I'll show you how to work the border. If you're working on the baby size, you're going to want a total of 96 rows. And you will be ending on a row 2. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a few more rows just to get a little bit more of a square, and then I'll meet you up to show you how to do the border. Okay, so you should be ending on your half double crochet row, which is a row 2. We'll then chain 1 and turn, and we're going to slip stitch around the blanket. So we're going to slip stitch with the larger hook across every stitch. So I'll continue and then I'll meet you at the corner. You can see that when we slip stitch, it does give a really nice, clean edge. I really like how it looks. So this is my preferred way of doing it. Okay, so now at the corner, we're going to chain 2. And then we're going to slip stitch down the edge. Now we're going to work 3 for every 2 rows. Now it's really easy to identify our rows. You can see how it's sort of ridged. So this is 2 rows, 2 rows, 2 rows, 2 rows, 2 rows, etc. So through this section, we want to get 3 slip stitches. So just try to evenly space those. So 1, 2, 3, and then we come to the next section. So if we can kind of do 1 and then get the second in the eye, and then the third in this next space. So 1 and then get the second in the eye, and then the next in this space. So continue around. What we're going to do at this corner is chain 2. Work in every stitch, chain 2 at this corner, and then work up, and then we'll be ending with our chain 2. So I'll work all the way around and then meet you up here. Okay, so at the corner, we're going to chain 2, and I'm going to slip stitch in the first slip stitch to join. And we're going through the back loop. Then I'm going to change over to the smaller hook. So we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to double crochet through the back loop of each stitch, of each of the slip stitches. And then when you get to the corner, we're going to work 3 double crochet in our chain 2 space. Okay, so at our chain 2 corner, I'm going to add 3 double crochet. And you can add a stitch marker into the center double crochet, the second of the 3 in the corner, just so you can mark it for the next round. And we're just going to continue around. So double crochet in the back loop of each slip stitch. In the corners, you're going to add 3 and add a marker. Okay, so I finished off with 3 doubles in our chain 2 corner. I marked, and then we're going to slip stitch in the starting chain 2 to join. I'm going to chain 1. I'm then going to do a front post double crochet around the double. Then I'm going to do a back post double crochet around the next double. So I'm yarning over, go back to front and back to back, okay? So the stitch is sort of going over our hook right here. We're going to yarn over, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then when we do the front post, we're yarning over, we're going front to back to front. So again, we have the stitch across the hook, but it's now to the front. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, do a back post, yarn over, and a front post. So I'm going to work this all the way over to the corner, and then I'll show you how to do the corner stitches. Okay, so I'm coming up to the corner. So I have a front post here. The next stitch is going to be a back post. But it doesn't matter which you're coming to, you just need to make sure we do now 3 around the marked stitch. So I've done a back post, so we need to do a front post around this stitch. Then we need to do a back post around the same stitch. And then a front post around the same stitch again. So we did front, back, front, but if we were coming opposite, we would do back, front, back. It's whatever you're at when you're coming around. You just want to add 3. Now you can also mark the center again for the next round, if that helps. And then we're just going to continue working the border all the way around in this manner. Front post, back post, and you can see how nice this is looking. And it's going to be a little bit bigger once you add the next round, but you can do as many rounds as you want. Just if you make the border wider, you will need more yarn. Now all you're going to do when you get around, you're going to finish your corner, and then you're going to slip stitch in the top of the first front post double crochet to join. You can chain 1 and then continue working your next round. So working a front post in your front post, back post in the back post. So I'm going to complete the tutorial here. You can finish that on your own. If you wanted to just work up the swatch so that you can check your gauge, you can go ahead and do that, or just jump right into one of the blanket patterns. So just follow along with your PDF pattern or the pattern on the blog. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Make sure to check the description box below the video for all the links. Thanks so much, guys. Have an awesome day.